When you watch this video, it is a breakdown of that photograph coming up as the video goes along. I cannot do it in 2 minutes. I show you it all, so bear with me on this video, watch the whole thing, and then you'll know the photograph of Andrew is not real.
This is you walking through the house. Now, what is the significance of what you think you discovered on this trip? Because you've been in there twice.
You're going to see this landing, which I got photos of, but that's the landing. Like it's so small, Piers, that you don't, you know, if people would actually be able to get access to that house. Literally, I walked up the stairs, and we couldn't even find this landing because it's so tiny. Like, you walk up. I was with 2 people. I was with a photographer friend and another person. And I've known the photographer for 30 years. We did a shoot together when I was about 18, and he's kind of helped me on this project a bit over the last 2 years, doing some interviews and things with witnesses. When we got up there, it was like this bit here. So he is only 5 foot.
So we're showing pictures here. This is one of your friends.
Yeah.
Who is standing where Andrew
so
was
he's
standing. What's the point you're making
I'm
there?
showing the scale. So he's 5'8", 5'9" at tallest with spiky hair. And he doesn't have a gap between him and the banister like Andrew does. It's like, okay, he's not totally on the side, but he's a lot of a smaller guy than Andrew. You can't fit a man like Andrew and half of Virginia in that space. It's just not possible. Like this bit here it's only.
So that's the camera.
So this banister here.
Camera 3.
This is 60 centimeters only. Do you know what 60 centimeters if we had a measuring tape to show you how small that is? I mean,
so let me ask you a question.
They're basically making him out like he's anorexic.
Okay, look,
I couldn't fit in there with another girl.
I actually find this embarrassing, but not for the reasons that you think. Maybe all these headlines about Andrew and everything he's done, and stripping him away and taking his title away and putting up horrible pictures of him. He must have been promoted. That's what it is. But what I did was I made this video and I took the photograph of that photograph to forensic. It's a free thing on the internet. I will show you in a little bit. Now, if I can do this, the police definitely would have done it. And they would have known that photograph of Andrew wasn't real. Wasn't real. So we've just watched this little bit of video, and she's explaining that her friend isn't as big as Andrew and he can only fit on there, and they've got a bit of her on there. So I went over to forensic, and you can see the manipulation of the picture. Look at it all. Look at his shirt. Look at that. I think we've got to see that again because that is quite incredible. Here it comes. Look at that shirt. It's coming. Look at it all. All the boxes, all the colours, the manipulation. Look at that. And look round his head. Oh, let's go back to that bit. Right. Look at the manipulation around his head. That's because it's not him, which I will show in this video. Now, if I can do this, the police would do it. Charles would know it. Charles would know it and vindicate his brother on this photograph. So this is me just going through some of the things. I'll show you in a little bit. There's a little panel. But if the photograph is correct, real, and is not manipulated, these things won't happen. All those colours and everything. Yeah, and the big, huge banister, which, hallway, which, landing, should I say, which isn't real because you can't get Andrew and a part of her on there. These spectrums wouldn't be there. I'm embarrassed. Millions of pounds. These kind of things happening on it, you can see. This is where I made the video. See, there's someone else. Andrew's head on top. It shows you the problems. Not Andrew. Blown it up a little bit now. Do you see all the manipulation? Look at that around his head. The square line across his head because he's been superimposed in. Now everybody wants to hate Prince Andrew. Says he's very arrogant. But he was telling the truth about this photograph. But why put him through all of this and lie to us when it's very obvious there's something wrong with this photograph? Look at that. It just picks up these anomalies in the pictures. And then you can see where it's all manipulated. Look, there's another man underneath him. Now he will know this. Do you think that Prince Andrew couldn't have gone to the internet and looked up this forensic thing? Even he'd be able to do it from his house to prove the picture wasn't real. You can plainly see that the heads are different. It's all just a drama game. I mean, it is wrong that the king do this and show that he's innocent from this picture. Charles in on it and done these things. They're mad. They're absolutely mad. And they're running you. If I can show you, look, so you can see there's someone else underneath. It's a bit difficult doing that one. It starts slowing down a little bit. But I think you get the gist and the problem here with, look at those red lines around her. None of that is real. And there's another man under Andrew. Plus, snoring. Sorry about that. Look, another man underneath. Well, in fact, maybe a couple of men. They just changed the heads. I'm going to show you that bit again and go through this and just show you those very relevant little bits. So he knows this picture isn't real. So do the police, and so does King Charles. What is the matter with them all? This is absolutely crazy that this is our top story and he's being stripped of everything. He must be being promoted. It's the other way round. Look at that. It's just I want to use loads of words. Thank you very much, the forensic tool on the internet. Not Andrew. These people should be utterly ashamed. Look at that. There's the person, another person. Face detail. You can see there's layers of people in there to make up. It's just made up. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next bit now. I have to say that that picture in itself blows my mind. It's supposed to be the chest of Andrew. Absolutely bananas. Fake. That bit there is supposed to be his hand. We're just getting to it. Look at that. That's supposed to be his hand. But look at all this manipulation around the manipulation. I've told you this. That head, with that line and everything, has been fitted in over the top. Look at that. So this is the reason he has the boxes on his shirt. All the head, I mean, maybe that's someone else there, but all of these have been added. All of this, all of that is added. It is not him. You can see this person has different hair to Ghislaine Maxwell, although there they look like a skeleton. But all of this, so this is manipulated. Look, they've done stuff here and here, except that bit. Look at it. Total manipulation. Look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. And you mean to say that Andrew, King Charles, or the police can't see this? Look at it. Total manipulation. Ah. And that is the real man underneath Andrew. So the manipulation. Andrew. They haven't even got the same shaped. You know, the other guy's head is bigger. That one's head is bigger. Look what they've done to her nose. Look at that. She wasn't there. The 17-year-old wasn't there. And look. There's another man underneath the footage. Look at that. Do you see that? So why are they all doing it? So basically, you know, what I used to say to people was, because my son says the royal family are just a drama. You're really watching Paint and Place. Look at that. There's the other man. But there's another man as well. There's a couple of other men. So look at that. Just look at that. Oh, let's go to the next. I mean, does that at all look like Prince Andrew? And I think there's the line, see, across the head, which is on the other picture. Look, how can you see things behind them in their faces? Look, it's like she's got a Union Jack on her face. If she was really there, you wouldn't see the things through them. Look at it, total manipulation. Again, these people do not have the same size heads. The one in there is bigger than Andrew's. And I mean, there you go, look. There you go. So, the original people scrubbed out. I mean, I don't know what she's wearing or what that is, but they've been scrubbed out. Look at that, totally different top. Look at that. Top stops there. Shows quite a lot of her stomach. Oh, it's just disgusting. Look at that, you can't even see his face. Why? Yeah, because Andrew's face is added to the photograph. Look at that. I mean, who is that underneath him? Can't tell, can you? But that also looks like a different man, doesn't it? Wow. I just cannot believe. Don't you think that someone needs to take accountability for all of this? Instead of making the lying drama. Look at that. All a lie. Thanks for watching. I used photo forensics in the Watts case. The Watts case. And broke down the photographs to show exactly the same things. And that was a murder case. Yeah, sorry, my dog's still snoring. It's actually quite late. I suddenly decided that I had to make this video. And it's not that I particularly... Well, I don't care, actually. I don't really want Andrew to be innocent, but I'm sorry. He is not in that photograph. And if your home and your money and your privilege and your titles depended on it, you would at least do this. At least do this. And you would get a proper report from the police about that photograph. So can you not see the game that they are putting you in? To pretend that he has done this when it is very clear the picture isn't real. And if I can do it, the police definitely would have done it, and so would King Charles. And they know that he's innocent on that photograph. It's just disgusting, I'm sorry.